everyone, welcome back. If you're new here, I'm Katie, and today I'm going to be talking about all the books that I want to finish before the end of this year. So let's see if I can actually get all these in frame, because there's a lot. There's a lot. And this isn't even all of them. I still have some that I don't have physically. Oh goodness. And of course they're the wrong way. I should just keep it a surprise. But anyways, this is all of them. There is a lot. Yes, there's a lot. There's a ton. Okay, can I put these back down? Ugh. Okay. I don't know if it's possible. But anyways, so these are all books that I'm hoping to get done by the end of the year. This does not include books that I'm getting from Baker Publishing. I'm getting at least 5 more, roughly, coming up in the next 2 months. So yeah, there's those as well. But I'm not going to include those because I forgot to write those down. So anyway, so I have my list. I have most of these physicals, so I'm just going to go ahead and go through them all. So I'm not going to go into too much detail because there are a lot, and I don't want this video to be a bazillion minutes long. All right, so the first 2 that I want to try to get done, these are not high priority for me, but I do want to get to Mountain Laurel and Shiloh by Laurie Benton. These all have to do within 1793 in the slavery era, and about a man who kind of becomes friends with a woman who's in slavery and helps her with her art. And so I really want to read these. The covers, like, these were cover buys. 100% cover buys. I love these so much. So I want to get these done. They are chunkers, but hopefully I will get those done. So those are the first 2. Next one that I've been talking about and still haven't started is Unspoken by Angela Hunt. This is about a woman who teaches a gorilla how to do sign language, but there's something going on where she is no longer in control of the gorilla, and some zoo or company is taking over the zoo, and so she is unable to take care of him or something. But I'm really excited to get to this. I want to read this so bad. So even if this doesn't happen this year, it'll happen in the beginning of next year because I really want to read it. All right, next one. Most of these are Christian fiction. So far, it's been Christian fiction. I'll let you know if they aren't. All right, and then we have Tell Her No Lies by Kelly Irvin. This is another standalone by her mystery romance suspense book. And yeah, so this is, I think, the last book that I own by Kelly Irvin that I haven't read yet, I think. So hopefully I will get to that one. And the next one is The Princess by Laurie Wick. I definitely need to get this done by the end of the year. And there's like, yeah, because this and a couple of these books are for a video that I'm planning, and I need to get them done. Like, I have to. I have to. So I will be reading The Princess by the end of the year, hopefully this month, because I want to get like my top priority books done first. All right, next up is 2 middle grade books that aren't Christian fiction, but I'm so excited to read. The first one is The Two Princesses of Bamar by Gail Carson Levine, and I have not read all of Gail's books, but I have read most of them, and so I'm excited to give this one a go. So definitely about 2 sisters. I think a lot of her books end up being between sisters or brothers, but this is 2 sisters, and one of the sisters dreams of fighting dragons and protecting the kingdom of Bamar, and then the other sister is content to just stay inside the castle and stay safe. But then one of her the sister who is always the adventurous type ends up getting sick, and the other sister who wants to stay home has to go out and try to help find the cure for her sister. So sounds really good. I'm excited. So there's that one. And then the last, I think this is the last middle grade. Yeah. The last middle grade that I want to get to is Gordon Corman's Restart, which is about a man who he falls off a roof, and he doesn't, well, not a man, but boy, because this is middle grade, or high schooler, middle schooler, something like that. But he ends up losing his memory after he falls off the roof, and he doesn't know how the people in his school are going to react to him because he doesn't remember his life before. So I'm really excited to get to that one. I've heard good things. All right, and And then I have one YA book on my list, and that is Geekerella by Ashley Poston. I've had this on my bookshelves for over a year now, and I just either want to read it, and if I like it, yay. If I don't, then just so I can get it off my shelves. And yeah, so this has definitely been on a few of my lists this year, and I do really like the cover. I never looked at the inside. Ooh, it's blue. That's interesting. All right, anyway, so yeah, hopefully getting this one done. So I think these are the only 3 that aren't Christian fiction. The rest are, so. Okay, and then I have quite a few more to go talk about. Oh, I do have a couple others that aren't Christian fiction, but I just either can't find my copy or I don't have a copy. Okay, anyway, so I have Fragments of Fear by Carrie Stewart Parks. The rest of my physical TBR are all Christian fiction. But this is a standalone about a girl who she finds out that there's this dog at the pound that has her information embedded in his like owner chip. And she's like, I don't own a dog. I have no idea what this dog is about. So it's all about a mystery and thriller type mystery happening around this dog and this girl. So I'm excited to get to that one. And then I have quite a few books for review. I'll save those for last. But the next one that I want to read is The Zookeeper's Wife by Diane Ackerman. And I do own a copy. At least I did. Right now I don't know where it is. Anyways, so this is a nonfiction book about a woman and her husband who owned a zoo in Poland. I could be wrong about that. It could be Poland or Germany, but they end up trying to get Jews across the border to rescue them. And I know it's heartbreaking because I've seen the movie and I cried. I don't know exactly how close the book is to the movie, but there is definite animals being harmed in the movie. So if you're triggered by that, which I am, I cried. But yeah, so yeah, skip that book if it does. I don't know if it does, but I'll let you know once I eventually read it. All right, and then the next one that I have is, oh, I did have a book. Where is it? It's way up there. But it is Pull Me Under by Kelly Alucci, and it's a book of the month book that I've had on my list for a very long time that I haven't gotten to. I think it's about a girl who she's estranged from her father. Like there's something that goes on where her father doesn't want her to belong to the family anymore. I think. It's been a long time since I've read the synopsis of that book. But I thought I'd give it a try because I love the cover. The cover's gorgeous. And so I wanted to give it a try. I think I got it for like $1. Something like that. So it was worth it. All right, the next one that I have is Anxious People by Frederick Bachman. I might not get to that one because it was meant for a buddy read with someone in one of my Facebook groups. But apparently her library has a really long hold because she still hasn't gotten a hold of it yet. I told her I'd wait. I mean, I honestly right now have no interest in reading it right now. So if it's good, let me know down in the comments if you've read it and you think it's good, because right now I don't have any interest in reading it, but you never know. All right, and then let's see. Okay, and then the other ones that I have now no copies of, The Lost Wife by Allison Richmond, and this is a World War II historical fiction, and I got rid of my copy a few months ago because I thought, you know, it didn't sound very interesting to me. I wasn't sure if I was going to read it, but then I started reading the ebook just to see if I wanted to try it, and so far I'm really enjoying it, and I'm only a few chapters in, and so I'm like, okay, probably shouldn't have gotten rid of it. So I'm reading it, and hopefully that will be another one that I get done by the end of the year. And then the next one is I have to finish on Wings of Devotion and A Portrait of Loyalty by Rosanna M. White. This is book 2 and 3 in the Codebreaker series. I can't tell you too much about it, but it's about an office of codebreakers during World War II, I believe, or it could be World War I. I always get so confused. I'm sorry. But yeah, so it's one of those, they're code breakers and they just get messages in and they have to break the code of the opposing armies. So hopefully I'll get to the last 2 of that series. All right, and then the next one that I have is Caroline, Little House Revisited by Sarah Miller. And I had this on my 22 books to read in 2022. Right now, I had like high interest in reading it, but at the moment I don't really have a lot of interest in reading it, so I'm okay if I don't get to it by the end of the year. I used to own it. I ended up getting rid of it, but I still might read it on ebook, so we'll see. Some of these are not my top priority anymore, but you never know. I could have time. All right, and then the next one that I have is another Christian fiction, The Curse of Misty Wayfarer by Jamie Jo Wright. This is one of the last books, I think. No, I have a couple more that I want to read by her. But I'm not sure which one this one is. I think it has to do with an asylum, but I could be wrong. That could be the other one. Because there's a couple that I haven't read by her yet. But I'm excited to get to this one as well. It's one of my friend's favorite books, so hopefully I will get to it by the end of the year. All right, and then I also not have to, but I want to read The Silent Governess by Julie Clausen, another one of my friend's favorites, and I need to get to that one by the end of the year because I really want to read it. I've heard great things about that book. And then I also really want to try to get to the rest of the Boo series by Renee Gutteridge. It just sounds so good. Like, I read the first book and I'm into the second book and I just want to read them all. Like, they're so much fun. They're not creepy. The covers look creepy, but they're not scary. And I just want to finish the series because it's fun, it's cute, and I'm just really, really enjoying it. So hopefully I will get to those. All right. Now on to books that I need to review by the end of the year. So I also really want to read them. All right. The first three that I have were kindly sent to me by actually the author's sister, because the author's sister knows my uncle. Yeah. but her brother writes Christian fiction, and it all takes place around the area where I live. So I thought it was really cool. I don't live super close to these places, but I've been to many of these places mentioned in these books. Especially my dad. We'll probably end up talking a lot about this series because he grew up in this area. So I have Power City, Forces of Redemption, and Lost Angels, and they're all by John Galt Robinson, and he is actually a doctor in the military. So these are all kind of a little bit of military. There is kind of like a suspense book going on, crime. We've got a lot of action going on in these books. My dad is actually on the second one. I don't honestly know the order of these, but I will obviously read them in order of publication date. Let's see if I can actually find that out in here. But it was nice of his sister to send me these because she was like, I was wondering if you'd like to review them. And I was like, yes, please. I would absolutely. So that one's the third one. I figured that was. And then let's see. 21. Okay. So Power City is the first one. I think I did show you it right. Forces of Redemption and Lost Angels. And he's working on book 4 and 5 as well now. So yes, if I enjoy these, I will definitely be picking up more of his books. But I'm just happy to have the first 3 in my hands to read this month. And I definitely need to get to these this month. Probably at the end of the month. Because I have a lot more books as well. All right. So those are those. Okay, and then the next series that I need to get to is the Love and Honor series by Haley Bridgman, and I got these kindly from a Baker Publishing, and I don't think they're in order. So Honor Bound is the first one, and I love the covers because they're foiled. Honor Bound, that's book 3. Word of Honor, which, blue foil, yes please, we all love a different color foil. And this one is Honor's Refuge in red foil. So I'm excited to get to these 3 books. I'm actually currently reading book 1. I am going to try to finish by Sunday for all 3 of these books. If not, review will be on Monday. Tuesday at the latest. So I hope to finish these this coming week. And yes, I'm very excited to just continue these. I'm only about a quarter of the way through Honor Bound. I did find them on ebook. I tend to read faster on ebook. I don't know why. I used to read faster on physical book, but maybe my mind's just like, okay, you need to get this done. Concentrate on your phone and not go to different apps. But I do love a good physical book too. All right, so these 3 will get read. All right. Hopefully that stack will not fall down. Okay. And then just 2 more things to talk about. First up is another book series that I got from Baker Publishing. This is the third book, actually. I don't have the first two, but I wanted to read more books that would be interest for guys as well as girls. That's why I got the Love and Honor series, because this has to do with the military and missionaries, as well as the books by my uncle's friend's brother. But I also got this series, at least the third book. I'm reading the other two on audio, so that way, thankfully, because they're quite big, but I'm going to be listening to the first two on audio. That way I can get into this third book, because they're chunky. Yeah, they're over 500 pages almost in each book, so audiobook would definitely help me out. And I have both of those on Hoopla, so yay Hoopla. But yeah, so I'm hoping to get to this series by next week, if not the week after. But I don't know if I can tell you too much, but it's just the Constantine Empire series by Brian Litfin. So I'm guessing, is this before or after Jesus? I know, I don't even want to read the back of the book because it's probably going to spoil it for me as well. But anyway, so I'm excited to get to these. I think I'm going to really enjoy them. And the covers, I really like the covers. They're really nice. I honestly thought that was a sword he was holding, but it's a shepherd's staff, it looks like. So I'm excited to get to that series. That's the third book. I don't know if there are going to be any more. We'll see. All right, and then the last book that I need to get to by the end of the year, which I've actually already started. This is The Call of the Sea by Sean Ann Bessie. And this is actually my first book by the author. I'm kindly on her list of publicity people. Launch team. That's what it is. I'm on her launch team for The Call of the Sea. So she kindly sent me an advanced reader's copy of this book, and I am really enjoying it so far. I'm only, let's see, there's no page number on that page. About 20 pages in, but I am already enjoying this book a lot. So I honestly have not read many books that take place during the Viking era, and this is when it takes place. So it sounds really good, and I just love a good story about Vikings. I don't know what it is about Vikings, but it's just kind of like even though, like, yeah, I understand it was like really probably scary time to be around, bloodthirsty, but honestly, Vikings just, like, I don't know. There's going to be like a romantic element to this book, so I think I'm going to really enjoy it, and I really do love the cover. It's really beautiful, but I'm excited to continue this and finish this month as well. So yes, there's a lot of books to read this month plus December. I'm going to try to like kind of like separate, so that way I only have to read like half this month, half next month. I have to kind of figure out which ones to prioritize, because I have a TBR game or system that I'm going to be doing next month, where I need physical copies instead of ebooks or audiobooks. So I'm going to make a list of what books I need to read this month and next month. So, all right. Those are all the books. There's about 25 books, so, but we'll try our best. If not, no stress. No stress about finishing these, but let me know some of your books that you're excited to finish out the year with. There will definitely be Christmas books as well on my TBR. I just don't have them yet. I ordered them from the library and they're coming. I have a couple on my shelves, well, at least one that I know of that I'm going to be reading, hopefully. But yeah, so I'm waiting for those. That's why they're not on this list. But yeah, so I'm excited to get to all of these. Definitely most of these are Christian fiction, but I have a couple middle grade and YAs to get to as well. It's going to be fun. I'm excited to finish off the year with a bang and just finish as much as I can between filming everything. So I hope you all have a wonderful day. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and stick around for more fun videos and a lot of fun in December, because there will be a lot of videos. All right, so I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will see you all in the next video.